Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nadia and welcome to another fragrance video, you guys. So I decided to do this video because I have had a few of you guys ask me about the comparison of these two fragrances. And the fragrances that we're going to be talking about today, as you can see by the thumbnail, are Prada Candy and Jessica Simpson Fancy. Now when y'all asked me about the comparison on these, I was like, I want to say it's like 3 or 4 comments I've had on different videos where you guys were like, does Fancy smell like Prada Candy to me? Because some of y'all feel like that it reminds y'all of Prada Candy, and I was immediately like, no, I don't get that, you know, I don't smell that. They're both nice fragrances, but my first thought was, I get something different from them. I'm smelling them so that I can see if I can possibly see what you guys feel like is similar in the two fragrances. Let's compare the notes so everybody can get on the same page with you guys. Honey, it pays to keep your stuff charged, because y'all see how that light just turned off mid-video while we're recording? How disrespectful. But I keep my batteries charged. So as soon as it went out, I got up and changed it. I don't have time. So if you're a content creator, this is a sidetrack a little bit. If you're a content creator, make sure your stuff is always charged up, okay? When you're finished using it, put it on a charger. Jessica Simpson Fancy, the main accords are sweet, fruity, caramel, vanilla, powdery, almond, white floral, fresh, amber, and lactonic. We have already went through this on the dedicated videos for both of these fragrances, but for the purpose of this video, I am going to go over it again so that you guys will know, can see the comparison again. This is an Oriental vanilla fragrance. So the top notes are apricot, pear, red berries. Middle notes are caramel, almond, gardenia, and jasmine. Base notes are vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. So Prada Candy, the main accords are caramel, powdery, amber, sweet, vanilla, musky, warm, spicy, and balsamic. This is also an Oriental vanilla fragrance, so there is a comparison there for you guys. The top note is caramel, middle notes are powdery notes and musk, base notes are benzoin and vanilla. It's amazing to me that I love Prada Candy the way that I do. If I would have read the notes on Prada Candy before ever smelling it, I probably would have written it off. Like, when they started advertising it, I smelled it in a magazine for the first time before it ever hit the stores. So it was easy for me to say, oh my God, I love this. When this comes out, I want it, because I smelled it. You know how they have like the paper tear-offs in the magazine? That's where I first smelled it. And at that time, the fragrance hadn't came out. So I was ready for it when it came out. But had I researched the notes before smelling, like how I do now when a fragrance, new fragrance is about to launch, you know how as perfume girlies, we go look up the notes and everything like that because we want to see before it comes out if we want to buy it. Had I done that to Prada Candy, I would not have purchased it. And then I would have been disappointed in myself had I went in the store and smelled it. I love Prada Candy so much. Like, this has got to be like my 4th bottle or something like that of Prada Candy, because every time, and it came out in 2011, I bought it when it came out. It was in the store, I think the day or the next day that it came out, I was in the store the day that it came out, I think. And I bought it. I've had it, I've owned it ever since. I've never not had this perfume ever since 2011. So I rebuy it. And at one point, one of my co-workers, I guess she liked me enough that she bought me an entire gift set of it with the lotion and everything. So it's just, and it was for no reason. She called me, she was like, hey, I got something for you. And I was like, okay. She was like, come meet me over here and I'm gonna give it to you. We get there and it's a full-fledged gift set of Prada Candy. And I'm like, you have gotta be kidding me. Because I used to wear it to work, of course. You could smell it. I talked about fragrance and all of that. And this was years ago. This was in 2015. I take that back, because it was when I came back from Memphis. That's when she bought it. So anyways, like the comparison, as you guys can see, there is a lot of similarities in the two. Let me stop bumping my bottles before they break and then I sit here and cry on camera. There's a lot of similarities between the two. So we got caramel, vanilla, powdery in both. amber in both. Just it's funny that the main accords on Jessica Simpson are sweet and fruity, and I get that from Prada Candy, and it's not. Well, sweet is, but fruity is not. So we got caramel, powdery, amber, sweet, vanilla in Prada. Caramel, powdery, vanilla, caramel, powdery, vanilla, amber in Jessica Simpson. They have the only similar note they have are, it's hard to do this swiping back and forth, vanilla, caramel. So if you read them, you would probably, especially the main accords, you would probably be under the impression that they do smell alike. To me, they do not smell alike to my nose. Do they both smell great? Yes, they do. Fancy is a deeper fragrance for me. Fancy is more lactonic. Prada, I get more powdery and sweet from Prada. Out of the two, if I had to choose, you guys know that I'm going to choose Prada over Fancy any day. But y'all know I love Fancy. It's just that I love Prada Candy. Okay, like I just told y'all, I went on a whole story telling y'all how I feel about this fragrance. So I would definitely choose Prada Candy any day over Fancy, but don't get it twisted. Fancy smells great. Fancy is amazing for the price point that it is. Like, it smells good, and it is an easy wear anytime, every day, wherever, whoever, whyever type of fragrance. And I feel like Prada Candy is the same way. But the only thing is, Prada, I would also wear if I was getting dressed up and going somewhere, because this perfume just smells like sugar to me. It's like, this is one of the, I'm gonna squeeze you and put my nose in your neck because you smell so good type of fragrances. I love it. Fancy, I love it also, but I wouldn't wear, if I was going somewhere at nighttime dressed up looking cute, I wouldn't reach for Fancy, not unless I found a bomb layering combination to put her with, but just right off wanting to wear her at nighttime to be cute or sexy or anything like that. I wouldn't reach for her. Anywhere else, I would, because she is an easy reach fragrance. But at nighttime, I want to do a lot. And Fancy, is not giving what, you know, the whole I want to do a lot. Don't get me wrong though, I love her. She smells amazing. It's just, like I said, I want to do a lot. I want to be, I was gonna say I want to be fancy. I want to be fancy. I want to look good. I want to smell good. Fancy wouldn't do that for me. It wouldn't be enough, let me say that. Prada would be enough because it's so sweet. It is like irresistibly sweet. It's a beautiful fragrance. They don't smell alike to me. But again, that is why I specify to me. Because just because they don't smell alike to me does not mean that they do not smell alike to you. They could very well smell the same or similar to you guys' nose. Y'all, it's a few of y'all, like I said, that have asked me that. So clearly y'all's noses are smelling like major similarities in the two of the fragrances. I just don't get the similarities by my nose, and that's okay. I always say we all smell things different, but of course I wanted to kind of touch on that and do the video, because it's like, well, it wasn't just one or two of you guys that said it. It's been a few of y'all that have said this. I was like, oh, they are really smelling it similar. I think that it's an amazing thing that we can love things that are the same but still smell them differently. Like, we can appreciate all of the same things and all get something different from these fragrances and still appreciate them the same. I think that is great. I like the variety. I think that's why we all connect so much, and we're all able to become friends and besties and get close over the love of fragrance, no matter how different we may smell them. I think that's the beauty in it. Like, so I enjoy it. That's why I was like, oh, they smell it like this. I don't smell it like this. But I still want to make a video and kind of touch on it, and, you know, for us to talk it out, because we're not going to always smell things the same. That is what makes this a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Y'all, I mean, it's two great ones. So that if you guys feel like these smell similar to your nose, I mean, that'll give you a choice on whether you want to go cheap or high. Even though Prada candy is not too bad, but it is up there. It's more expensive, but I love her. How many of you guys that own this, when people smell your bottle, mind you, this is the cap that keeps that protects this. So when I give this to people, I always take this off so that they don't lose it. How many people do y'all know pull on this or pull this completely off? It happens to me all the time. It's another fragrance that I have. They do the same thing and I have to stop them like, that's the top. That's the actual sprayer. You see the little nozzle right there? Spray it. And they was like, oh my God, girl, I was about to take your top off. I know. Because when I hand it to people and I don't watch them or pay attention, I can look back and it's off. It's something else I have up there that's like that. And it happens so much that I have to say, hand it to them and say, this is the top. Don't take that off. Spray it from that. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and do this quick comparison for y'all. They're both really good. I keep smelling. I think I want to wear Prada candy tomorrow. I just love Prada candy so much. And y'all probably think it smells. What y'all think about Prada candy? Do y'all love her as much as I love her? Or do y'all feel like it's outdated, played out? Because she is, what, was it 2011? I think it was 2011. She is old, but she's not old to me. She'll never get too old to me. I will love her for life. I don't know, some people probably feel like it's kind of young smelling. I don't know, I like it, I love it. I want some more of it. Alright you guys, that is the end of this comparison video. Before you leave, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.